Good morning. Breath Reclamation Project. Why it's important. Our bodies are designed for total functionality. We're designed for respiratory health. Our main breathing muscle is the diaphragm. And we breathe about 25,000 times a day. So if we can breathe functionally, we will restore our health and or just gain greater health by practicing and using the gifts that we are given. So today, well, of course, I want to talk about the basics. We need to breathe through our nose with our diaphragm. Breathe through the nose. It filters, it humidifies the air. It also encourages the production of nitric oxide, which is a gas that when oxygen is in the lungs, it perfuses the oxygen all throughout the lungs, so there's greater oxygen uptake. We breathe nasally. It's an inherent protective system. It harnesses carbon dioxide, which is not a waste product. Carbon dioxide is essential. It is antiviral, viral, antibacterial, just like nitric oxide. And both of them are also vasodilators. We get greater overall circulation. We get greater oxygen uptake from the blood vessels, which are carrying a crap ton of oxygen, into the working cells. And one way we measure our functionality is through something called a B.O.L.T score. That's Patrick McEwen's labeling of it. It's also referred to as control pause. I like to refer to it as our carbon dioxide thermostat, our sensitivity to carbon dioxide, because that's what our brain signal. We have sensors in our lungs and our brain stems and in our blood vessels. And when there's a lot of carbon dioxide, that's saying, we've got to breathe. And the reason to breathe is to exhale some of that carbon dioxide. That's why there's also carbon dioxide treatments for people who have panic attacks and anxiety attacks. They want to desensitize you to carbon dioxide, because when you have more carbon dioxide, you have greater blood flow, you have greater vasal dilation. And Christian Bohr discovered, and he wrote it down, it's been known for ages. When you breathe low, slow, in the presence of carbon dioxide, oxygen is released from the hemoglobin. That bond between the hemoglobin and the oxygen is weakened so that the oxygen can be released from the hemoglobin and go into the working cells. Again, we have 25 trillion red blood cells. We have 270 million hemoglobin in each cell. And each hemoglobin carries 4 molecules of oxygen. So we have a ton of oxygen. And also we have 60,000 miles of blood vessels in our bodies. Woo! So let's talk about the B.O.L.T score, blood or body oxygen level test. Our goal in this is to learn how to measure our sensitivity to carbon dioxide. Patrick McEwen says that he's worked with thousands and thousands of people on breath work. He says that even some Olympic level athletes only get like 10 to 15 seconds of on the B.O.L.T score. A good, and it's not it's not perfect, because your B.O.L.T score is going to differ every day just a little bit, depending on your sleep, depending on your energy level, depending on your amount of sickness and your relaxation. But we want to get to 20 to 25 seconds on the B.O.L.T score. And then from there, we can go The idea is if we can achieve a 40-second B.O.L.T score consistently for 6 months, then we're going to be proof against most common colds. Our respiratory health is going to be amazing, and we can just build from there, like Buzz Lightyear said, to infinity and beyond. So a good way to measure this, again, it's not a competition. You can hold your breath out a long time, but we want to get the mind-body connection. So we're going to take a normal breath in through the nose, normal breath out through the nose. We're just going to close our nostrils off, and we're going to wait until our body starts reacting. Our brain starts telling our diaphragm and some of our costal, our rib muscles, come on, let's go, let's breathe, we need air. And we're going to resist that a little bit. But when there's actual reaction, then we let go and take a normal, calm breath. And that is your B.O.L.T score. So I'm going to time my B.O.L.T score here. I might end it early because it might be boring for you. Okay. I'm going to take a normal breath in, normal breath out, hold it, and I'll try to be aware of my body. Okay, that was fairly accurate. I was feeling the urge to breathe. I mean, I could have held it a little longer. My body wasn't really feeling really, really strong, but there was an urge to breathe. And then when I released it, I took a calm breath in through the nose, harnessing the nitric oxide and carbon dioxide. So that's my B.O.L.T score right today. This is 31 seconds. Excuse me. So let's say you have a B.O.L.T score of 10 seconds, just as an example. So what we would do from there, we would do breath holds for half your B.O.L.T score. No matter what your B.O.L.T score is, you can practice breath hold. I mean, mine's up there a little bit, so I can do longer. I can push myself a little bit, but for 20 seconds and under, we just want to do half of the B.O.L.T score. So if you had a B.O.L.T score of 10, so you're doing your breathing exercises, you're breathing through your nose, relaxing 5 minutes, 5 times a day, ideally. In for 4, out for 6. That's a rough guesstimate. So now we're going to do a breath hold during our regular breathing sessions. And we say we had a 10-second B.O.L.T score. So we're going to go in, out, holding it for 5. Then nice breath in and out. We're going to do 3 breaths. Relaxing, putting our attention on our breathing, the cool air coming in, the slightly warmer air going out, holding the exhale a little bit longer than the inhale. Again. Now we're going to do our little breath hold. Breathing in gently and out. And we're going to continue doing this throughout the week at this level, and then check in with our B.O.L.T score. And we can check it in throughout the week. Like, when you're just starting out, it's nice to do it in the morning, but you can do it throughout the day. And then next week, if our B.O.L.T score is going up, we can adjust our breath holds. And once we get to 20 to 25, we can be a little bit more aggressive, but we want to be slow and steady. So thanks. Let me know. I'm offering a 5-week free training session. It's very simple. You breathe 25,000 times a day. Let's do a little retraining of our breath and really harness the benefits. So hit me up. I'll leave my email below, or you can hit me up through this medium. Remember, shut your mouth, save your life. Coach Couch out.